Hello, my fellow TIs. Yeah. Well, anyways, last night I got to see my son, and I told him I was hungry. So, it was probably about, I don't know, maybe about midnight. I'm not good with time. But, so I put on some clothes real quick. I went with him. He just needed, like, some of the stuff that moms keep, you know. He needed his ID and his birth certificate. Moms keep that stuff. But, but, yeah, so I get really hungry in the middle of the night. And I've cut down on my sweets and done away with most of the caffeine. Yeah, this is cutting down on my sweets. But it is, compared to how much sweets I usually use. But, like I said, long-term effects of radiation, this weight loss and shit, I went, well, my case manager, she helped me get a doctor in San Pedro, because mine was in Long Beach I had him 23 years, but he kept going in and out of China, and there was no way to contact him. He couldn't contact his office and approve things and stuff, and then he had a stroke. So my loyalty, I figured it was time to move on. I don't know if you're hearing me. Let me take this out of the case real quick. Okay. My loyalty, because, I lived in Long Beach for a long time. I'm originally from Hawthorne, the city of good neighbors. But, yeah, so it was time to move on. So, not too long ago and stuff, I guess I had a Zoom appointment. Not on my phone. I don't know how to do that stuff, seriously. And, well, anyways, she wants me to take blood tests, and they're not really taking, seeing people in person unless it's extreme cases, and she wants to see me after my blood tests, but we haven't got the paperwork yet to go take blood tests. Oh, and I'm wearing my shirt from my first concert. See, this is baggy as hell, but at least it makes me look like I got some weight on me. The long-term effects of radiation. I've just shrunk. Yeah. So I wear whatever fits now. But most of the time I walk around in pajamas. But a neighbor on the next block, and this is how bad it's got. You probably can't tell from, well, look at this. Like I said, long-term effects, dizziness, headaches, imbalance, inability to focus, nausea, digestive problems, extreme weight loss. My teeth have fallen out. I said felon. Yes, I am a felon. But my teeth have fallen out by the root. No cavities, no holes in them. Just fell out. I got a few left, maybe. But yeah. Well, anyways, I went to a neighbor's house on 2nd Street, and the guy was really mean. I was knocking at her door, and the next door neighbor he looked like, "What are you doing here?" I was in clean pajamas and stuff. And I said, I'm here for so-and-so. Well, she's not here. And I'm thinking, guy, he sees me around, And then later, that neighbor, she's a young lady. She told me, I told her I knocked at your door. She goes, my neighbor told me some crackhead was at the door. Now, I've never used crack in my life. I mean, I've been around crackheads. I used to, bartend. But on the corner of 61st and Atlantic in Long Beach. But yeah, so that's how bad that it's gotten. You could see the sober face. But yeah, strangers see me or people that don't know me and think I'm a crackhead. Wow. That's horrible. Today the lady from the church came and I had her drop me off at the Beacon thrift store because even those sundresses, like that black and white one, I had like 3 just like it. No, 2 other ones just like it, plus that one. And they've even gotten baggy on me, I wear them for pajamas, Usually I don't wear pajamas. I mean, I take off my clothes and walk around in boxers in a sports bra. But I was wearing those for, like, pajamas. And so, the next day and stuff, I could just, like, go and walk around. And I just looked like I was in a sundress. You get me? So I went to the Beacon thrift store and got a smaller little dress to wear, night-night. Or if I want to wear it, whatever. But, I went across the street. I had the lady from the church drop me off across the street. And the people from the Anon Club were, like, looking at me. You can tell I'm not on drugs. That's the Anon Club, I guess it's AA and Narcotics Anonymous. I asked one of them for a light. And the way they were looking at me, it's like, what the fuck? Really? Seriously? You've been on drugs, you've been drunk, and you can't tell what a sober person looks like? You get me? The people I grew up with, they know I'm not on drugs. If you really look at somebody, you can tell. I mean, like I said, I get food stamps. I don't have no income. I'm 2 months behind in rent. But, and I'm always nauseated. I stopped at the store, and I got some of this kefir low-fat milk. I'm going to drink it right now. And, oh, gosh, it's heavy. Some of the aloe vera kind of drinks and stuff, but this is, yeah. And, yeah, and I guess the lady in back of me, I don't know what happened to the color right now. Oh, I guess the lady in back of me, she told me to go in front of her. I guess she see me, like, I don't know. So some people get it, because that right there is heavy, and I wasn't making painful faces and stuff, and she only had a couple items more than me. I had 3 items, but she let me go in front of her, and I was so happy, because that shit was heavy. And walking home, man, horrible. But I am blessed. Like I said, 2 of my homeboys from the hood, which they're more than that. You get me? They had put money on a Cash App because I was hungry. These food stamps don't last, especially since they lowered them. Well, they had them higher because of the COVID, and they lowered them. But my service on my phone turned off last night. And a friend of mine, we'll just call her Cheers. She's English. she let me send the money from the Cash App over to her, and she went online and paid for my phone. So I have my phone. So small blessings are big to me. Oh, excuse me. You get me? And I've changed a lot. Like I said, I've changed a lot since the accident. Into somebody that I would have thought was weak before. But no, it's not being weak. Now that I'm able to cry and my heart overflows now, my whole life I didn't know that crying was a release. Out there running the streets, being from a gang. Then coming out and raising children. And family always welcomes you back. You get me? And family does not have to be blood. Mind you, I do have a full-blooded brother, and I would love nothing more to see him. I haven't seen him in years. But these guys are also my brothers. I'm the only female that's ever been courted in by the guys, from the guy's side. Yes, I'm different now, but I've never had to, conform to anything to be accepted. And these guys love me. And we all have our own lives and live different places now. But there are a few that check on me and, and I count my blessings. No, I don't count them like 1, 2, 3. I just, I'm different now. So the littlest things are a huge blessing to me. Being 2 months behind in rent before, the way I used to be before, I would have been stressed out, full of anxiety every freaking day. Not been able to sleep or sleep too much, But I lift it all up. I lift all my problems up to God. And it did my heart some good to see my son, even if it wasn't for that very long. Very long. Yeah, walking back made me extremely tired, and I'm ready for a nap. But I wanted to check in with you guys. The radiation isn't like it was at the beginning. It started over 900 and worked its way down. But even in anything over 45 is radiation. But now that they've adjusted it to a little bit over 45, whether it be 70 or whatever, it might be small, but it's big for me now. But the thing I worry about is, that it won't show up in my blood now, and it won't show up in my urine, because they're going to run some environmental tests. You get me? With the blood tests and crap. So hopefully something will come out. But pain. But I love you guys. And I appreciate your advice, your encouragement, and your support. Peace out.